If you hear a violin playing in the forest in Sweden, rest in peace. This is the story of the Näcken. The Näcken is a Swedish urban legend and he hides in bodies of water and forests. If you hear a violin playing, he's definitely nearby. The Näcken usually presents as an attractive man or a horrible looking beast. But one thing is for certain, once you hear the violin playing, it lures you in. The Näcken is known for luring people into large bodies of water and drowning them. His usual targets are small children, women, and unwary travelers. He lures them into bodies of water to drown them. In some iterations of the story, it says that he can be bargained with. So if you're in Sweden and you hear a violin, turn away if you can. Let me know what you guys think about the Näcken in the comment section below and follow for more scary stories.
Let's talk about one of the most disturbing episodes of Mujer Casos de la Vida Real. This episode is so disturbing. I don't even know who approved of this, but I guess. If you don't know the show, it was a banger with Mexican moms. It ran from 1986 to 2007. And this show basically takes people's real sad or disturbing stories and makes them into TV episodes. Does that sound familiar to you? Because, yeah. I saw somebody post screen caps of this episode on TikTok, but I want to show you the videos and kind of explain it to you. That episode is called El Niño Sin Ojos del Globo Rojo. The Kid Without Eyes with the Red Balloon. And it aired in 1998. It wanted to tackle the real issue of kidnapping in Mexico, and they sure did, but with such a sad story.
Lamentablemente, casos como el que hoy les contaremos hay muchos, demasiados.
So in this episode, it's a mom and her 2 young children. And one day, the son starts bragging about how these men at his school want to gift him a balloon.
Yo voy a tener un globo y tú no.
Obviously, the mom and sister are like, stop, like, stranger danger, stranger danger. But the kid is like, whatever about it. But it's revealed that these men that want to give the son the balloon have been stalking him and have found his home.
Hay que darle marcha ya. Vamos a la escuela. Y ahí.
The daughter then comes back crying, saying that her brother has been kidnapped. Now I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, but this is where it gets really disturbing. So one day, as the mom and daughter are grieving, they hear a knock at the door, and this happens.
Ángel, mi amor, qué bueno que llegaste. Angelito, te quiero, mi amor, que te quiero.
So if you don't understand what happened, the son was dropped off with a red balloon and no eyes. And the men that kidnapped him have left some money for the mom as payment for the son's eyes. And not trying to scare you, but stuff like this actually does happen. Hence the creation of this episode. So please stay safe out there.
The legend of the Devil's Bible. It is said, in the 13th century, a Bohemian monk by the name of Herman was jailed and given the death penalty. To save his life, Herman makes a deal with the head monk to write a book containing all of the world's knowledge in one night, to which he agrees to. Herman starts to work but realized he would not be done in time. He starts to pray, but when he receives no answer from above, he prayed to the devil. The devil appears and at the cost of Herman's soul, he offers to finish the task. Herman agrees. The book was named the Codex Haegus, and is on display in a glass case at the National Library of Sweden. It is known as the Devil's Bible. Follow for more facts.
This is the craziest conspiracy theory. On June 3rd, 3-year-old Riker Webb went missing, but his parents didn't report him missing right away. It took them over 2 hours to do so. Now, it was a miracle because 2 days later, he was found. But he was found in different clothes that he was reported missing in. Not only that, but he was found 2.4 miles away from his home. Now, don't come for me, this is not my conspiracy theory. But a lot of people think that this is not Riker. I mean, his face shape is completely different, his eyes are closer together. If this is not Riker, then who is it? I was looking at the comments and someone else believes that this is actually a skinwalker. They believe that Riker was killed and then a skinwalker took on his appearance. I don't know, but that was the conspiracy theory. It blew my mind. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, what conspiracy theory should I talk about next?
Stop scrolling because this has to be one of the strangest and scariest skinwalker encounters ever. TikTok user Samael said that he was walking across a parking lot when a man called him by his name. He turned around and realized that he didn't recognize this man and had no idea how he even knew his name. Things got even weirder though. The man then asked him for $1 and said that I know you only have one in your wallet right now, which was true. Samael said that at this point his heart was jackhammering. He froze there and didn't know what to say, so he said, "Yeah man, I only got $1, but you can have it." He gave him the dollar, and then the strange man said, "Yo, do you want to see something?" The man then allegedly lifted up the back of his shirt and showed him his tail. Then he got on all fours like an animal and crawled away.
He was riding around the trail like any other day until he came across scattered bones along the path.
That's kind of creepy.
It's unknown what these bones are from, hopefully an animal and not a human. He continues on the trail until he runs into a fallen tree blocking the path. He stops and hops off his bike and attempts to move the tree off the path. And this is when something truly terrifying happens.
This is where most people would turn around. You turn around and you never get to see what's on the other side. Could be missing out what's on the other side. Hello?
As you can hear, someone or something is yelling out for help. The voice sounds human, but almost not human at the same time. Not wanting to know what this thing is, he quickly turned around and sped out of there.
You're not gonna believe what this guy accidentally caught on camera. Watch carefully. Did y'all see that? It's a pale humanoid figure lurking in the background. Bro encountered like Slender Man or something. Let me know what you guys think.
What's your reaction when she gets asked about the Illuminati?
Be honest. Were you a part of the Illuminati?
No. Are you in the Illuminati? You're a very angry person. You ask a lot of questions with a lot of anger in your voice. I just want you to know that. It doesn't make a person entirely comfortable.
Making people comfortable isn't my job.
Let's talk about this photo. You see that in the background, right? This girl, along with 2 of her friends, disappeared a few days after it was taken. You see, this happened in Westerville, Ohio in 2010. These girls were reported to always harass and bully a 15-year-old girl named Clarice. They would invite her over to sleepovers and beat her, harass her. Some days she would even have to go to the hospital for her injuries. Clarice would always tell her parents that these were just accidents. One day even having a broken arm. Every time these girls would invite Clarice over or to hang out, she would keep going though, because Clarice had no friends, and all she desperately wanted was friends. One of the days Clarice stopped coming to school. Turns out she had become very sick of an unknown disease, and sadly passed away. Many months later, 3 of the girls went missing. A huge police search happened, but strangely, there was no leads. In one of the girls' laptops, this was the last photo that was left in her album. Many teens and kids have since started going missing. Some reporting that days earlier, when staying up late, they saw a girl in their bedroom doorway, asking them if they wanted to be friends. Some of these kids' phones have been recovered, and some of their last photos have strange pictures of a girl's face in them. Some people believing that it's the ghost of Clarice. Police still to this day have no leads on these missing children or teens. But if you're staying up late and you see a girl in your doorway asking to be friends, do not accept to being friends. Disgusting facts you wish you never knew. Scientists found that 72% of shopping carts have poop on their handles. Taco Bell's taco beef is only 36% beef. So what's the remaining percent? Bacteria found in poop can pass through 10 layers of toilet paper. So yeah, wash your hands.